Welcome to the holy city of Karbala and welcome to another episode, a very special and unique series of programs. Salaam Ya Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. Today is 29th of Zilhajj, which means depending upon a moon sighting, either could be tomorrow, 1st of Muharram, or after tomorrow, for sure will be 1st of Muharram. Today there is going to be a ceremony which is called Tabdeel al-Ra'ya, inshaAllah. Let's begin today's program with Dua Salamati Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Farajahum Sharif, which means a special supplication for the protection and the safety of our 12th Imam, Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wassalam. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. اللهم كل وليك لحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توءا وتمتعه فيها تبيلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين آمين يا رب العالمين. Dear viewers, let's make a niyyah that we are going to recite a short ziyarah of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam on behalf of ourselves, our families, our friends, our neighbors, kul mu'minin wal mu'minat, kul muslimin wal muslimat, kurbatan ilallah. Either you can point your finger or you can put your hand on your chest in order to show the respect. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعجل فرجهم الشريف. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد الوسيين. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعجل فرجهم الشريف. تقبل الله أعمالكم وأجركم عند الله. Dear viewers, as I mentioned that today is 29th of Zilhajj, it could be a last day of this year and this month, or it could be a second last day, which means that if, depending upon a moon sighting, tomorrow will be the 30th of Zilhajj, that means after tomorrow for sure is going to be a first of Muharram. But if moon will be sighted today, then tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be first of Muharram. But anyway, the administration of the holy shrine of Imam Hussain alayhi salam and Hazrat Abu Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam, they have decided that 29th of Zilhajj anyway, they will have the ceremony of changing the flag, which is called Tabdeel al-Ra'ya. So tonight is going to happen after Namaz Maghriban. There will be a ceremony in which officially it will be announced that now the commemoration and the mourning of the tragedy of Karbala and Abi Abdullah al-Husayn has started. I just want to mention one thing and then inshallah we'll move on and we'll have a briefly introduction of this and of course Abi Abdullah al-Husayn. I was in the holy shrine of Imam Hussain and I was just standing in front of Babu Ras of Abi Abdullah al-Husayn. All of a sudden I saw a big crowd and I couldn't see that what is this crowd all about, and people were running and people were rushing towards someone that he was walking and I could not see him because he was not at that height. But it was surrounded by people and everybody was running and rushing towards that, and the crowd was increasing by the time they reached to the door of the office of the custodian, Sheikh Abdul Mahdi Karbalai Hafadahullah. And then I realized when that person moved on and the crowd was just stopped over there, that the man who they were surrounded and they were rushing towards was carrying the flag of the tomb of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam that will be changed tonight. So he was just bringing it to take it to the office of the custodian, and will of course leave it over there. And tonight they are going to take it from there and will go and change it. And while people they came to know that this is the flag of the tomb of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. They were rushing towards it, they were kissing it, and they were just wanted to see that, this guy is taking, and they were just walking behind that in order to give a respect. That was a respect for the flag of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. But practically, what had happened in 10th of Muharram, year 61 after Hijrah, they have martyred Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam with highest brutality. What have not they done to Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam? But today, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, even for the flag of the tomb of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam, people they have a respect. And these days, while we are inshallah entering into the month of Muharram and we will be mourning and commemorating the tragedy of Karbala, I believe that we should have asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the right of Lady Fatima to Zahra Salamun alayha to give us tears, so we will be able to inshallah Aziz utilize them in order to memorize and mourn Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wassalam. That's exactly what it is. But that's what is going to happen today. That you will see that there will be hundreds and thousands of people. They will come over here and they will give their allegiance to Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. But then again, I would say that if that time, I mean, year after 161 after Hijrah, if people would be able to come and support Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam, then Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam would not reach to the point where he will be standing and saying, Hal min Nasirin yansurna, and then Ali al-Asghar in a cradle will be, you know, throwing himself from the cradle out and would be announcing Labbaika Ya Hussein in other sense. What is Tabdil al-Ra'ya? What is changing of flag? By the way, I just want to also briefly, introduce, right now you can see this flag. This is the tomb of Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam. And that is the flag which color is red. And you know why this color is red? Because the tradition is that a murderer, I mean, a martyred, a shaheed, that whose revenge has not been taken, they would put a red flag on his home in order to introduce that this person's revenge has not been taken yet. And you know why the revenge of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam is not taken, and what is the sign that we are trying to tell people? We are saying that we are waiting for someone whose title is Muntakam Khun Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. Aina Muntakam Damil Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. Who is the one who will come and take the revenge? Imam Mahdi Jalallahu Farajahu Sharif. He will come and will take the revenge. Until then, the flag of the tomb of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam and Abu Fadl al Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam will remain red. That this Shaheed and the Shuhada Karbala are still, in a status that their revenge has not been taken. And of course, tonight, because is going to be the night of either 1st of Muharram or tomorrow, but in any case, when they change the flag, that means they are announcing that officially now the mourning of the tragedy of Karbala has started. As around the globe, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, where our mu'mineen they are decorating. It's not decoration, by the way, but they are preparing. They're preparing their Hussainiyas, their Imam Bargas, their Islamic centers, their place of, Aza, which is we call Adha Khana. They're preparing for that one. So inshallah from tomorrow they will start Majalat Adha, and they will mourn the tragedy of Karbala, and they will hope that we are going to offer our condolences to Lady Fatima to Zahra Salamul Alaiha, to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to the Imam of our time, and we'll try our best to understand ourselves who is Hussein ibn Ali alayhi salatu wasalam, and what is his ideology, what is his characteristics, what is her teaching. So inshallah we will be able to learn ourselves and we'll be able to implement upon our own characteristics, and then we'll be able to convey the message through our practicing towards humanity and mankind. And not only that, we will be emphasizing upon that who is the enemy of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. What is the ideology of Yazid ibn Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan, Shimr ibn Dhuljoshan, ibn Ziyad, ibn Marjana, and all others, Why? So we'll be able to find out who are amongst our community, in our society, in our country, even in our relatives, in our own family, who are, that they have the character of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, and they are living according to the ideology of Abi Abdullah Hussain alayhi salam, that we will be able to call them Hussaini. And who are those that even they claim whatsoever doesn't matter, whatever their name or their caste or their status or their educational status or power is, but at the end of the day, who are those? They have the characteristics and the ideology of Yazid ibn Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan. That's exactly what it is. And I can say this with authority. That's why the tyrant people, Zalimeen, oppressed one, oppressors, that's why they're afraid. That's why they don't want to let us have freely Majal al because they know that they're going to expose us. Just imagine that you're sitting in a majlis and you are just listening the characteristics of Abi Abdullah al-Husayn and Yazid ibn Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan and his companions, of course, the ideology, and then automatically you will look around and you will be able to find out that whose character matches who. I mean, someone whose characteristic doesn't matter what his name is, what his caste is, what his position is, what his claim is, doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, you will see that, oh, his characteristics matches with Abi Abdullah al-Husayn's ideology. He's Husayni. But someone else's characteristics, ideology, conduct matches with Yazid ibn Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan, ibn Ziyad, Shimr ibn Ziljoshan. So, of course, when you will say down with Yazid or Yazidiyat Murdabad, that means you are calling them Murdabad. But then you will be able to find out. You will look at them and your eyes will tell you, you have recognized these people, that who they are. And that's what they're afraid. They won't let you to have freely mourning of the tragedy of Karbala because they will get exposed. Otherwise, they are claiming to be Husseini, they're claiming to be Muslim, they're claiming to be good people, they're claiming to be like on the right path, they're claiming to be the saviors, they're claiming to be like, the protectors and this and that and here and there, honest people, loyal people. But at the end of the day, they are not. They are loyal like the army of Yazid. They were loyal with Yazid ibn Muawiyah. Like Ibn Ziyad, he was loyal to Yazid ibn Muawiyah. He didn't care what he is doing. He did all kind of zulm. Like Umar ibn Saad, he was a Muslim. He would pray. He would recite Quran. He had a beard. He had a respect. He had a power. And then what did he do? He was just watching while Shimr ibn Ziljoshan, La'in, was slaughtering Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. And Lady Zainab Kubra salamullah, she said, Oh Imr ibn Sa'd, don't you know who is he? He is grandson of Hussein. He is a grandson of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is Hussein ibn Ali. And you know what he did? He just turned his face away. So if you see today, then automatically you will be able to find out who is Umar ibn Sa'd of today, who is Ibn Ziyad of today, who is Yazid ibn Muawiyah of today, who is Shimr of today. But I know that some people, when you will call them by these characters, they will say, "How come?" But at the end of the day, it's not like, for example, in our hand. Yes, we have to learn the characteristic, ideology, teachings of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam, and have to introduce to humanity and mankind, and then let people decide. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us wisdom. Every human being, they will be able to judge themselves. We don't have to implement upon different characters. We don't have to point out. We just have to introduce the ideology. Here is the ideology of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Here is Hussain ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. Here is Abbas Alamdar. Here is Ali al Akbar. Here is Ali al Asghar. Here is Muslim ibn Usja. Here is Habib ibn Madahir al Asadi. Look at their loyalty. Here is Jawn Habashi. That's exactly what it is. Zuhair Khan. That's exactly what it is. Now just see them, and then, of course, see others, and then you will be able to find out yourself. Dear viewers, It's time for a short break. Let's take a break, and after break, we'll be back. Inshallah, we'll open our phone lines and we'll provide the opportunity that you can call in and you can present your salam and you can call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the right of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajjal farajahum sharif. Salam ya Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam.